everyone, my name is Zoe, and the topic I'm going to discuss with you today is mental health. First, I want to ask you a question. What in the world is mental health? The World Health Organization, or WHO, defines it as a state of mental well-being and the ability to cope, learn, work, and realize your self-worth. But really, it is that and so much more. In some ways, being mentally healthy is more important than health itself because it affects the mind, therefore leading to health problems in the long run. In this technologically advanced era, clinics and hospitals are just a stone's throw away, and people do a lot to stay visually healthy. For example, eating vitamins and working out. But still, according to the chart, the suicide rate is still going up and inclines to increase in the next 10 years. These are all the results of mental health problems. Wow, that sounds so serious. Then what are the causes of these problems? There are actually a lot of factors that could lead to the ultimate result of having mental health illnesses. But here are a common few. There are abuse, bullying, peer pressure, trauma, and social media. Yes, you heard me right. Social media actually plays a huge role in these illnesses. Let me explain why. Social media has a bad effect. What it can do, it can go a long way to lower your self-esteem, increase self-doubt, and eventually lead to phone addiction. Just think of it like this. Every morning, when you wake up, what do you do first? A lot of people would answer, oh, scroll through social media. This is actually a huge health hazard in two ways. Number one, you're exposing your brain to blue light first thing in the morning. And second, you're making your mood bad by looking at other people's successes and achievements. So, just remember, a little bit of social media is good, but remember not to let it control your life, and don't make yourself compare your life with content on social media. Remember, it's probably fake or photoshopped anyway. According to studies, COVID is also having a widespread impact on mental health in Western countries. There are two main reasons for this. Number one is because people are in quarantine, so they're using their mobile phones instead of having face-to-face conversation. And number two is the initial fear of being stuck at home forever. Alright, stop right here. Why did you choose this topic? That's a good question. The real reason I chose this is because that I am a pessimist, meaning that I also have mental health problems. This is my story. I remember when I was bullied from 3rd grade to 6th grade in elementary school. People would do a lot of mean things to me. For example, check bubblegum inside my backpack and make my life miserable. I felt really down because nobody cared even if they saw. So with this and the pressure from my parents, they wanted me to get good grades, I got depression and wanted to do self-harm and have suicide thoughts just to relieve all this pressure. So in 5th grade, my homeroom teacher noticed and moved me in therapy. Through my story, I want everybody to understand that being healthy on the outside doesn't necessarily mean being healthy within. So we should start giving suitable therapy and care to those who have these problems. Here are a few examples of bad mental health. It starts with self-doubt, low esteem, leads to depression, and spirals into self-harm and suicide. Good mental health involves staying positive, spending time telling others your feelings, and having faith and confidence. How do we prevent these problems? These are a few ways that I found really useful in my bad times. Let me share them with you. Number one, remembering to smile every day. This gives you motivation and keeps you going. Number two, keeping a diary. I used to do this when I was in 3rd and 4th grade. So when I look back at my entries, I had a good laugh because I was so naive back then. And last is to have talks with friends and family. Having talks with people who understand you and love you can make you feel your weight in this world. Last but not least, I wanted to do a book recommendation. It's called Fighting Words by Kimberly Brubaker-Bradley. There are two things that I found really cool in this book. The first one is the semicolon. It's a symbol of ongoing, of just living in the moment and enjoying life. The second is the ampersand. It's a symbol of family, of being loved and to be loved. Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. This is a line from my favorite PhD, Noah Spencer. You see, mental health isn't just a word from a dictionary. It isn't a phrase from a PhD's diploma. It is you and it defines you. So take a deep breath and step forward. Your life awaits. Thank you for listening to my presentation today.
Thank you, Yelong. I think this is very useful topic. Through COVID-19, a lot of people get a lot of pressure, depressions. And by the way, mental healthy and body healthy. Now, recently, a lot of doctors consider both. Sometimes they go to the clinic or hospital when they check their body problem as well as their mental problem. So you mentioned about the keep a diary. Do you have another example how to keep your mental healthy?
Oh, so you want me to give another example?
Yes.
Okay. So another example. Do you mean my experiences?
Yes, because you mentioned your experience when you were an elementary school student. You got bullied, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I would also write notes to my trash can.
Oh.
Sometimes when I was in like high pressure, I would part my hair, and I really hated this. So when I had like too much pressure, I wrote it down on a piece of notebook paper, and according to my stress level, if I'm like really stressed, I would tear it in half, tear it to pieces, and throw it to the trash can. Because that time nobody cared about me, not even my parents. So I felt like expressing my feelings to the trash can was like pretty normal.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So, do you have any brother and sister?
Yes, I do have a little sister.
Will you tell them about your mental problem?
Well, there's always the prejudice that the younger sister or the younger sibling always gets the favor. So my mother would often like put all of her attention on my little sister, and when it comes to my problems, she would say like, okay, you're old, you're right, you're like in 6th grade now. You have to learn how to solve these problems by yourself. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get much care from my parents either.
Wow, so you are tough.
Yes.
Great. Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.